evening, everyone. Hi. How you doing? Cool. My name is Geoff Jackson. I'm from Arizona. I'm really excited to be here. I'm originally from Arizona. And in answer to the question that is likely forming in your minds, yes. Everyone in Arizona looks just like this. Everyone in Arizona looks like Lenny Kravitz's community college poetry. But I'm glad that you wooed. I'm glad to hear your enthusiastic response to poetry, because my understanding is that the rest of our time together will be spent listening to me read poetry to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jack. Jack Fitzsimmons very kindly booked this show. He's doing a great job. Jack, I'm sorry. I've made a terrible mistake. I'm sorry to all of you. There is no poetry on this. This is in fact my recipe. But while we're talking about it, quick question, if anyone's a hiring manager out there, is it better for me to attach this as a PDF or to put it in the body of the email? Because here are my concerns. If I put it in the body of the email, it will look like maybe, because the formatting can go different. Wonky formatting if I put it in the body of the email. And it may look as though there's long stretches of time during which I was unemployed. But it's just the formatting of the email. On the other hand, if I attach it as a PDF, no one's going to open it. And read all about what I did at Jerry's Bar in 2014. This is going great. So, first off, another apology, because you seem like a really cool group of people, and everyone tonight has been so funny. And you might be thinking, wow, the headliner is doing rock comedy? This is so disappointing, because prop comedy is, of course, the lowest form of comedy. But you folks, you're a sophisticated comedy audience. You found your way here to one of the coolest neighborhoods in the city and in the country. And you, of course, as a sophisticated comedy audience, know that a prop comedian has to have at least 2 props. Alright, this is the right one. This is the right one. So you may have thought, it's been hard to discern what were the jokes and what were not. And if you're feeling that way, you are definitely in line with people who book stand-up comedy clubs. Where are the jokes? Is he going to say something mean about women? Is he going to mention his genitals? Is this stand-up comedy? These are the questions I've been asking myself for half of my life. We're going to get into that later. But what we're going to do right now, poetry, I like specifically haiku. It's a 17-syllable Japanese poetic form. Originally it's about mountains, lakes, rivers, and streams, and the spirits that inhabit those. It's an animist tradition. Have any of you here seen the Miyazaki film Spirited Away? Yeah. All right, very cool. I figured, as a sophisticated comedy audience, you've probably seen it. Come in, hold me $5. Have you seen Spirited Away? Very good. If you haven't, it'll be $10. But the $5 goes to a DVD copy of Spirited Away for you to watch. But I like to write a modern haiku. Here's an example of a modern haiku. Don't put your finger in an electric socket. Keep it in my butt. Oh, okay, it's comedy now. Let's mention sex stuff. I did that poem in Haddonfield, New Jersey last year at an Autism Speaks benefit. I wasn't sure if I should do it or not. The directions that I got were, it has to be a clean set, and then the host opened with jokes about third base. By third base, I mean BJ's. This is distasteful. I'll do the poem. And I did it, and it went pretty well. And then after the show, this guy who was just at the show came up to me, and he was like, "Oh man, I really love your poems." I'm like, "Oh, thanks a bunch, dude." I'm just drinking a gin and tonic, decompressing. But he kept pushing the issue. Like, "Oh, it was so funny. I really like that one about fingers in the butt." Oh, okay. Now, it was a straight dude. This is why it was a problem, because he wanted to like talk about making out. Like, I cannot have this conversation with you. Absolutely not. Now, if you wanted to make out, this would be a better convo. But I don't want to talk to you about anything. However, I was a New Jersey guy, and it was dark, and I had to get over a bridge. So I wanted to be nice. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sounds good too. Okay, wow, that's really good. I wrote this one at the gym, the last time I was at the gym. Trouble at the gym. One too many deadlifts, bro. I totally pooped. Because they push it too hard. They push it too hard. I don't deadlift, but I was there, and full disclosure, this was like 2.5 years ago. So I don't work out anymore. So I'm at the gym, and there's this guy, and he's sitting, and he's doing one of these. He's doing like a shoulder press, like this. And he's doing it with like these huge things. They're like this big around. He's got these enormous arms. And he's doing the shoulder press, and he puts down the one set of the big heavy things, and then he grabs a slightly larger set of the big heavy things, and he looks around, and then he sees me, need your help. You need my help. All right, why should you just spot me putting them? Okay. Those are huge. If you can't lift them, you're going to the hospital. So I'm behind him, and he's doing this thing, and I'm like, well, I don't know what to do, and I've never been asked to spot anybody before, and I didn't want to have the conversation with him about how I didn't know how to help, because I was just excited to be included in something. So I'm behind him, and he's got the back of the bench here, and so I'm trying to figure out how close to get. Do I do? I'm not. The elbows, muscles on the elbows, and we're going up. Don't breathe on him. Weird. Don't want to lose my breath. And then he slams them down and goes, great, that was awesome, thanks, dude. And then we spent the next 90 minutes avoiding eye contact with each other. I've been back to the gym since. Haven't been back to the gym since. No, I used to work out a lot. I really did. I don't anymore. I've been actively embracing the decay of my body. I worked out a lot and I didn't feel any better. And now I'm like, I'm gonna have sausage, egg, and cheese on a croissant for breakfast. It's an extra 400 calories. Oh, lunchtime, I'm gonna have another croissant. Let's put extra cheese on that one. It's hard out there. It's cold and difficult and unpleasant. All right, this is going pretty well. So what I want to say is thank you for including me in this event. Sometimes, this might be surprising, sometimes it's hard for me to get booked on shows. Because people don't quite know what to do with me. Makes me go